Now, in a pivotal turn of events, former US President Donald Trump has emerged victorious in his battle against challenges to his eligibility for a White House run. Michigan's top court has rejected an attempt seeking to disqualify him from the state's presidential polls.
I'm sure he's really relieved hearing this, especially after what came from the Colorado Supreme Court just recently. Now, the Michigan Supreme Court has declined an appeal from 4 voters who sought to bar Trump ahead of state's February 27th primary elections. They argued that Trump, who is the frontrunner for the 2024 Republican nomination, cannot serve as the president under a constitutional provision. The said provision prohibits individuals from holding office if they have engaged in any insurrection or rebellion after swearing an oath to the United States.
After the hearing and in an order to the Michigan court's justices said, and I'm quoting here, we are not persuaded that the questions presented should be reviewed by this court. This decision contrasts sharply with the recent Colorado Supreme Court ruling, as Shivan mentioned. The Colorado court had declared the former president ineligible for the state's Republican primary ballot in the 2024 U.S. presidential elections.
Now, if the Colorado court does not intervene by the early January deadline, Trump's name will remain on Colorado's Republican primary ballot as well. Trump has not been charged with insurrection in connection with the attack on January 6th. This even as he was indicted in a federal case and another one in Georgia for his part in attempting to rig the 2020 elections. The United States Supreme Court is now widely expected to rule on Trump's eligibility. This as over 30 states have challenged his eligibility in one way or another.
Despite these legal challenges, Trump remains undeterred. Recently, he took to his social media website Truth Social to express his views. He stated that the court strongly and rightfully denied what he called a desperate Democrat attempt to remove him from the Michigan ballot. Moreover, nationwide polls indicate Trump's strong standing among fellow Republican contenders.
Now, out of the contenders, these include Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, former South Carolina Governor and UN Ambassador Nikki Haley. The outcome of these legal battles could significantly impact the unfolding narrative of the 2024 presidential race in the United States.
Now, for more on this, our correspondent Susan Tehrani has sent us this report. Listen in.
The decision to keep the former president on the Michigan primary ballot is definitely a win for Donald Trump. This decision comes shortly after all Democrat judges at the Colorado Supreme Court decided to take former President Donald Trump off the primary ballot because of quote-unquote insurrection. However, because Donald Trump was never convicted of insurrection, the Supreme Court will likely get involved in the Colorado decision. And while Donald Trump did not need Colorado to ultimately win the 2024 presidential elections, Michigan is a different story. It is a swing state. Nonetheless, the Colorado decision angered many Republicans who said that they feel the people should be the ones voting in their president into office and the courts should not decide for them. Moving forward, there are other states who will be in this situation to make a decision to have Donald Trump on their primary ballots or not. Which way and direction they'll go is yet to be seen. Susan Tehrani reporting from New York for WION World is One.